Hey guys, it's Jenna G. Today's video we're going to be making these delicious French toast. French toast is one of those amazing breakfast items that has that nice sweet flavor to it that you just cannot resist. And yeah, we're going to be making that today. So for our French toast, guys, just going to go through the ingredients with you guys, of course, before we start the video. I'm going to be using some whole wheat bread. It's just extra bread that I had, and French toast is a great idea actually when you do have a lot of extra bread on hand. But if you have white bread, you can use that as well. I'm going to be using honey, but you can use sugar. You can even use maple syrup if you have maple syrup. I'm going to be using evaporated milk, some eggs, of course, some margarine or butter, and of course ground cinnamon, which is a must for me in French toast. So what you're going to be doing basically is just creating that sort of outer layer, the sauce or the liquid mixture that you're going to be coating the bread with before you actually put it into the pan. So I'm just going to combine all the ingredients with I'm going to add the milk, the egg, the cinnamon. Now you can add some salt if you wish, but that is up to you. I won't be adding any in this recipe. I'm using the honey, but like I said, you can use the maple syrup or brown sugar if you have, whichever one you prefer to use or whichever one you have on hand. The cinnamon you can actually use as much as you like as well. I enjoy cinnamon in my French toast, but you can adjust this. And now what you're going to be doing is just basically mixing or whisking everything all together. Just going to use my fork. And now what I'm going to be doing is just transferring it to a flat dish. And this is just so that I can make the coating of the bread easier. So what I'm going to do now is basically take my sliced bread, dip it on one side. Now you want it to soak up. And then you're going to flip it. I'm using my hands, but you can use, tongs if you do have tongs. So I'm just going to put this gently aside on the next tray, and then I'm going to repeat again. So now what I'm going to be doing is just getting my pan ready on the stove. So I'm going to be using a fairly large size pan so that I can fit more than one at a time on the stove. So to my pan I'm adding some butter or the margarine, and then I'm going to be adding in my soaked bread slices. And you basically keep it on the stove until it gets nice and brown on each side. Alright guys, so it's all done. Just plated it out nicely. I added some fruits. I think French toast and fruits are just the perfect combination. Not that I like fruits, but I think every time you go somewhere or order French toast, I think fruits is something that you normally always get. I added some whipped cream, of course, with some chocolate syrup, and I also added some maple syrup on top of the French toast. So this is what breakfast looks like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a try out. French toast is absolutely amazing, not to mention like delicious. Give it a try out for sure. Let me know what you think. Share the video with all your friends and your family, and also hit the subscribe button, the bell notification button as well. And I will see you guys in the next video.